G'day, welcome to the Garden Gurus. I'm Trevor Cochrane. We're all about inspiration here on this show, and I thought I'd show you this little garden. If you've got a big shady tree and you're not sure what to plant underneath, here's a good example of what you can achieve. This is a combination planting of bromeliads, there's some philodendrons, some ferns, you've got the iridescent pinks, the irisine, and even some native orchids. It really is a stunning bit of gardening, something that you could achieve at home too. Now, this program is all about sharing great ideas. Here's what's coming up on today's show. This week on the Garden Gurus, Melissa looks at soil care for potted azaleas and camellias.
Now I've just chosen a selection of plants here that are a little bit more compact in form and some upright growing varieties that will do really well in pots.
Bonnie creates an easy DIY planter box using decorative rocks.
The wonderful thing about these boxes is that they can be used for multiple different purposes. And a favourite for me is to use them as a planter pot.
And Steve shows us how involving your kids in the garden is a great way to connect them with the food they eat.
Of course, having fun in the garden isn't just about edibles. Growing flowers are an absolute joy, and spring is the perfect time to be planting giant sunflower seeds.
Dig, 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 dig in the ground. I got my spade, I got my hoe, I got my rake, and I'm ready to go.
Growing herbs and vegetables is actually my idea of having fun. I get a great deal of satisfaction out of growing something with no chemicals involved, then picking it and taking it into the kitchen and preparing a meal. What makes growing food interesting for me is always having a go at growing something a little different, something unusual. Lately, I've been growing more of the Asian greens, and I've got to tell you, they're a lot of fun. Many of them grow so quick and easily, and the flavours are so special. One of the most rewarding Asian vegetables to grow is the Chinese cabbage. This is a pecanensis variety which has been in cultivation since the early 1400s. It's so easy to grow and such a healthy option that it was cultivated on the International Space Station in special growing chambers. It also makes an awesome kimchi, a lovely spicy fermented product that boosts the gut biome. Oriental spinach also has a long history dating back to the 7th century, where it was presented as a gift to the Chinese Tang Emperor from the Kingdom of Nepal. It's a delicious tasting spinach that's eaten stem and all, but it's only prepared for seconds, so added to a stir fry at the last moment or served just lightly blanched. Vietnamese mint can be grown in a semi-shaded section of the garden or in a pond as a water plant. It adds a wonderful peppery and spicy flavour to salads and is delicious in soups and fish dishes. If you know someone with a plant, ask them for a cutting. It's dead easy to grow. Simply break off a piece, strip off the bottom leaves, plant it into the soil in a cool, shady position. It'll have roots on within 7 days, and in 5 to 6 weeks, it'll be ready to start harvesting. There's an excellent range of Asian herbs and vegetables out there, and our friends at Swan Valley Nursery do a wonderful job of making them available. So next time you're at your local garden centre, check out the Taste of Asia range.
Whether it's for drainage, irrigation, plumbing or other services, a good trench is the key. And there's no finer sight than a perfectly straight, well dug out, clean trench at the right depth and consistency. It's a dream come true.
All of this is achievable with a string line, a tape, a shovel, a mattock, maybe a bar, and plenty of digging. So if you can get your hands on a trenching machine, you'd be mad not to. It's a lot quicker, a lot easier, and it's a lot more fun. Just have a look at this in action.
The trencher attachments are available in 150 and 200 mil wide and are built for the toughest conditions with tungsten teeth, high torque, single direction spill for easier cleanup and quicker backfill, crummer bar for a clean trench bottom and no handwork, and all the settings for an almost set and forget, quick and easy, safe trenching experience that'll put a smile on your face every time. You can set the hydraulic flow here for maximum fuel efficiency of the loader and optimum performance. And being up high gives you excellent visibility. I mean, just have a look at that trench. It's sensational.
If you've got a bit of room in your yard, avocados make a fantastic fruit tree and could be grown in a wide range of locations. Remember, you need an A and a B. On the A varieties, the flower opens female in the morning and turns to male in the afternoon. On the B varieties, the opposite happens, making them the perfect partners for pollination. Stay tuned for more great gardening tips.
I have travelled to sunny Perth, and you might recognise this garden that I'm in. I'm at Trevor's place to show you the creation of these funky Gabion rock boxes. They can be used as retaining walls, planter pots, or as a division feature in the garden. They are extremely practical and durable as they are made from a galvanised wire which is fully welded, so it is made to last a long time outside in the elements. The boxes require no assembly, so it's easy for anyone to make a stunning feature. A handy tip to keep in mind before filling the Gabions with the rocks is to make sure that you're happy with the position of them in the garden, because as you can imagine, they're going to be pretty heavy to move once they're filled. And if you're creating a retaining wall, make sure the ground is nice and level beforehand. All you need to do is simply add rocks or pebbles of your preference. At the top of the Gabion box, you'll see there is this reasonable gap. This is where you'll pour your rocks until it's filled to the brim like this one. With a lot of different sized stones to choose from, try selecting some similar to these ones. This is a 35mm stone, which is an ideal size if you're looking to recreate this in your own garden. But you can use any stone that ranges between 35 to 50mm, which will suit really nicely. The wonderful thing about these boxes is that they can be used for multiple different purposes, and a favourite for me is to use them as a planter pot. Simply line the inside of the centre cavity with weed mat or a breathable fabric and fill directly with potting mix. Add a plant and you have a modern spin on a traditional planter pot. Another option is to use these Gabion cubes. Fill them up, place a wooden block on top, and you've got yourself a bench seat. So if you're looking for a garden DIY project to get a little bit creative with, why not try installing one of these modern, fun, decorative landscape features for your garden?
How magnificent is this shrub? This is an old-fashioned plant called rondellia. And these beautiful pink flowers, and there's millions of them, attract bees by the millions, but provide this incredible fragrance. It's a full sun, large shrub, gets to around about 4 to 5 metres at least in height, and a similar sort of width. And when it's in flower in the spring, it is just a knockout. You can get it in garden centres. Now it's time to get your hands on it. Check it out, rondellia.
With a global concern for the population of the humble honeybee, it is a constant reminder of how important it is to have a garden full of plants, which will attract our friendly pollinators. There is a lack of flowers in a lot of gardens, and the use of nerve-killing pesticides and memory-damaging insecticides are causing bees to forget where their hive is and results in them dying. Without bees, there is no pollination in our garden, but by planting a pollinator-friendly habitat is one of the first steps we can take to make a change. One of the best ways to create a pollinator-friendly garden is with flowers, and lots of them too. Spring is one of the most important seasons where we need the presence of bees in the garden. By adding lots of flowers to the garden, not only will it help them, it will help encourage the pollination of our fruit trees and vegetables. I want to introduce you to this plant here. Now, this plant is called borage, and it produces the most stunning blue flowers, and it's really great to have planted next to fruit trees or other vegetables, as it's a great indicator as to when the pollinators are active in your garden. A classic but a goodie is the lavender flower. Bees just love this plant. How many times have you been in a garden and noticed a bunch of bees buzzing around one of these? Buddleias and salvias are another favourite for bees. They just love the flowers on these plants. Let us not forget about our native pollinators. By planting banksias, grevilleas, even native grasses is a way that we can create a little safe habitat for the bees and bring native wildlife to our back door.
This is a fantastic time of the year to get out into the bush and check out our amazing Australian wildflowers. This is one that you'll find on the east coast and also the west coast, different species, commonly known as the native wisteria, but the flowers are just stunning. They're little tiny pea flowers in beautiful mauves and iridescent blues, and now's the time to be getting out to admire them. After the break, we've got more great gardening right here with the Garden Gurus.
Being smart with the way we water our gardens has never been more important. With many parts of the country experiencing shocking drought conditions, conserving our most precious resource is critical. Some good water-wise gardening tips include choosing the right plants for your soil type and environment, soil improvement works to create a better soil, mulching, and using wetting agents. Then, of course, efficient watering practices. Don't waste it. During the warmer months, to avoid water loss through evaporation, early morning and evening are the best times to water. For tougher, more drought-tolerant plants and lawns, once your garden is established, aim for less frequent, deep watering. This will encourage deeper, stronger roots. Hand watering with the hose can be therapeutic, but a lot of us just don't have the time, so the watering either gets rushed or missed. And this is where an automatic tap timer is so good. Plus, if you go away for a few days or even a few weeks, the garden still gets watered. It's like magic. The Holman BTX is simple to set up and use and connects to the iGardener app for scheduling and complete flexibility with when, where and how you water. You can switch back to manual watering from your phone at any time. Handy for when you want to wash the car, clean the windows or do other hosing jobs. There are also multi-zone controllers that are perfect for different garden areas with different watering requirements and, of course, lawns. You can see the full range of BTX and WaterWiz controllers on the Holman website or in Bunnings stores.
If you see a big bold splash of colour in a garden, there's a good chance that it's a camellia or azalea saying, "Look at me." We often bundle camellias and azaleas together in the same sentence because they enjoy similar growing conditions and they're ideal companions in the garden. And if you're short on space, they're also perfect partners in a potted display. Now, I've just chosen a selection of plants here that are a little bit more compact in form and some upright growing varieties that will do really well in pots. Now, camellias and azaleas are acid-loving plants, and so it's a really good idea to use a specialist azalea and camellia potting mix. It's designed to give these plants the perfect foundation to grow and thrive in. I also like to use a plant food that's designed to get the best out of these blooming beauties. Triforte M for roses, azaleas and camellias takes care of these flowering stunners from top to bottom. It contains millions of beneficial microbes to invigorate your soils. So it doesn't just feed the plants, it takes care of the soil environment too. I'm mixing some through the potting mix before planting, but you can also sprinkle it onto the surface and just mix it through the topsoil. Not only does it promote better flowers and better colour in your blooms, but it also increases plant resistance to disease and dry conditions because it's enriching the soil's microbial activity, even in pots. I'm using a family of pots to create a pretty potted picture. So I'm going to plant a gorgeous camellia called Avalanche in the biggest pot for a bit of height. It displays beautiful double white flowers in the autumn and has a lovely slender upright habit. In the middle pot, let's make a feature of Camellia Pretty in Pink. It can eventually reach heights of 2 to 3 metres, but it's slow growing, so it's perfect for pots. And finally, in the smallest pot, one of the stunning Karoom azaleas, called Christmas Cheer, with smaller leaves and masses of flowers. And if you want to take your potted garden to a whole new level, then make sure you also give these plants a good dose of the Nutriforte liquid plant food every 3 months. Now, it's designed to work in conjunction with the granular food and pumps lots of organic nutrients to the roots, feeding not just the plants, but also the beneficial microbes. If you're grouping plants together like this, make sure you choose plants that enjoy similar growing conditions. This potted display is perfect for bringing a cheery splash of colour to a sunny or partly shaded spot.
It's amazing how easy it is to propagate some plants. Succulents, for example. Let's have a look at these Aeonium Schwarzkopf. All you got to do is just cut off one of the stems, maybe peel off some of the lower leaves and stick it straight into a free-draining mix and you're away. Now, I'm not going to demonstrate that because I'm at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Sydney and they don't like that kind of caper here. More tips after the break. Sometimes when I'm in the garden, I get a bit caught up in it all, even a bit lost and muddled. And that's when I just take a few deep breaths and focus my mind on the ocean. Such natural beauty and power, and timeless in its existence. Many great organisms live in the seas and oceans, including some of nature's wonderful marine superfoods, seaweed and kelp, which have been used for centuries on crops and gardens for their beneficial effect on plant growth. Getting the seaweed and kelp onto your garden couldn't be easier these days. It's in all the sea salt products and in the Power Feed Pro. New on the scene with a cleverly put together premium formula for premium gardeners such as ourselves who want to get the best out of their plants. As well as the seaweed, which stimulates the root system and helps with all-round plant health, protecting your plants against stress from heat, drought, frost, pests and diseases, you've got liquid compost that conditions the soil by helping to improve soil health, increasing microbial activity and maximising nutrient uptake by plants. Plus, there's the fish emulsion, full of amino acids to boost plant growth. And don't be surprised if your swimming improves too. A common problem with soils, especially sandy soils and those left to dry for a while, is they become hydrophobic. The water just beads on the surface and runs off. The added wetting agent in the Pro Series is a stroke of genius, increasing the wettability of hydrophobic and hard-to-wet soils, like under the eaves here against the house, where it gets quite hot, but it's protected from natural rain. The agent gets the water and nutrients down to the root zone where they're needed. Now, the balanced blend of nutrients and trace elements can be used on all the garden, including your natives, your herbs, your veggies, and your fruits.
A wonderful way to encourage kids to get out into the garden is to share with them the incredible joy of growing plants from seed. Vegetables, herbs, flowers, they're all great fun to grow, and it makes a nice change from them being inside playing on devices. Mr. Fothergill's little gardener kits have been designed to not only make getting out into the garden fun, but are carefully put together to ensure success for even our first-time gardeners. They include pots, growing medium, easy to sprout seed varieties, and even a mini greenhouse. Rainbow vegetables, mini tomatoes, giant pumpkins, snow pea teepees, purple bean teepees, pizza gardens. The Little Gardener's vegetable and herb range is huge, and with studies showing that children are 5 times more likely to eat food they have grown themselves, it makes a lot of sense to start healthy eating habits as early as possible. Of course, having fun in the garden isn't just about edibles. Growing flowers are an absolute joy, and spring is the perfect time to be planting giant sunflower seeds. These seeds will be up within a week or so and well on their way to creating a cheerful splash of summer colour that'll put a smile on your face no matter what your age.
Well, that's it for this week's show. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, we are back next week with another fantastic episode of The Garden Gurus. If there's anything from today's show, though, that you'd like to know more about, maybe get a fact sheet, watch a video, or possibly even read an article from our online magazine collection, all you have to do is simply visit our website. If you've got a very specific question you'd like to ask, all you have to do, of course, is become a friend on Facebook. We do answer your questions, and so do some of our friends. And if you'd like to brag, maybe post a photo or two as well. I'm Trevor Cochrane. We'll see you next week for The Garden Gurus.